All right. Hey, everybody. It's Dan again at the Armory. Hope you had a good Mother's Day weekend. And we're back at it with some more rudiments. All right. So if you have the 2 pages from last week out, you can follow along. And I think we'll be able to get through all of the other rudiments. So here we go. To start off, let's just play that single stroke roll. Ready, go. All right. And a buzz roll. This is number 4. Drum roll, please. And ready, go. Okay, so now we're going to take a jump down all of the roll rudiments. So this is, it says section C, double stroke open roll rudiments. Okay, so the numbers correlate to right, right, left, left, right. So the numbers in the rolls, and if you just count and use your head, hopefully you won't lose track. So 5-stroke roll, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A little faster. Good. 6-stroke roll has 2 accents, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so that it has a 6 over top of it. That's just for the number of diddles. It's not a 6-tuplet. If it's slurred, a slurred 6-stroke roll would sound like that. Okay, so we'll do just the normal 16th note version. All right, next one is the 7-stroke roll, and that starts on one hand and releases with an accent on the other hand, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then starting off the left. All right. Next one is the 9-stroke roll. And the skeleton of this, without any doubles, would be a beat of 16th notes. 1 E and a 2, 3 E and a 4. And then with the doubles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And. Then faster, like at a march tempo. All right, 10-stroke roll has the same number of diddles, but then there's 2 accents after the release. So we got. All right, and you can start that off the left. The 11-stroke roll, it's like you take the release of that 10-stroke roll where an accent is and put a diddle on that. So 1 E and 2 E. Beat 2 still has a diddle on it. 1 E and 2 E. And 1 E and 2 E. And 1 E and 2 off the left. That one doesn't come up that much in our current like groove setting, but it's still a good roll to practice. All right, 13-stroke roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's fun to play. So it ends on the and of the second beat, and then it starts on the next hand on the next beat. 15-stroke roll. This is 2 full beats of 16th notes, 1 E and a, 2 E and a, and then everything has a diddle on it other than the last note. And then 17-stroke roll is like the space that happens in the 20th Century Fox intro music. Right? So that's 1 E and a, 2 E and a, then the release. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, whoops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Like that. And. All right. Okay, so now we're in the second category. This is the diddle rudiments, it's called, and specifically the paradiddle rudiments. So last time was the single paradiddle. If you have a double paradiddle, it's adding a set of alternating notes, so it's 6 total notes. So it still kind of lines up with the words. Double paradiddle, double paradiddle, double paradiddle, double paradiddle, boom. Okay, so triple paradiddle, using that same system, you add a beat of alternating 16th notes and then a paradiddle. All right, and then the single paradiddle diddle is now a set of 2 doubles. Paradiddle diddle, just like the word paradiddle diddle. Okay, single paradiddle. So in this case, the accent stays on the same hand. A lot of the 3 other paradiddle rudiments, they transfer, so the accent and everything shifts. This one stays on one hand. All right. The next category is the flam rudiments. So we did the single flam. The next rudiment, number 21, flam accent, I think is one of the trickier ones. So I would build it up from the 3 notes at a time. So we've got 1 note, then you add the second note, so that's notes 1 and 2 of the 3-note grouping, and then you could take out the second note and just play the 3rd note, so that sounds like this. Then what I would do is not do like 6 total notes, I would just do 3 and then the release on the other hand. And then switch. So even though over 6 beats it goes right, left, right, left, right, left, boom, it's alternating. By adding the flam, things get a little scrambled. Okay, that's hand separate. All right, I would circle that. Circle number 21, that's probably the trickiest one in a lot of ways, okay? And if you can figure out flam accents, the rest of them will come easier after that. Flam taps are, they look like doubles, but you have a flam at the beginning of each set of doubles with an accent. They're pretty bouncy, so it's when you get a hold of them, it's easier to get them faster. Okay, those come up pretty frequently. Flam taps are fun for snare drummers. All right, number 23 is a flamacue. The flams at the beginning and at the end are soft, and then the second note is the loud one. All right. Then we got flam paradiddles. So you've got the paradiddle sticking with the flam. So the double leads to the other hand. It kind of gives you time to prep and get a good accent. All right. The next one is a single flammed mill. So now the flam and the second note is on the same hand, kind of like a flam tap, and then the third and fourth notes take you to the other hand. All right. Number 26 is a flam paradiddle diddle. So in this case, the flam transfers after the same hand plays a double, which is kind of tricky. We call that an inverted motion whenever there's multiple taps and then the accent. So you've got the paradiddle diddle sticking right, left, 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 but then we're left, right, right with a flam. Kind of tricky, so practice it slow. All right, patty fla fla. That's pretty fun to say, and they're fun to play too. So we've got a beat, and then the last note of the 16th notes is the next flam. So they kind of have a forward driving sense to them. And there is stick control involved if you do just left hand. You have an accent and then the grace note. So you have to be able to warm up your grip. Don't squeeze the stick, otherwise it's going to come in too fast. Like that. So even out the rhythm so you don't have any early notes. Okay, Swiss triplets. These are a set of 3 notes, right, left, left, with a flam. Okay, so these are a little bit different than the flam accents. The flam accents you change and have the triplet alternate. Okay, so Swiss flams just stay on one hand or off the left. Good. Next one is inverted flam tap, or tap flams people call them. So you've got a flam, and then the next note is still alternating, so go right hand flam, left hand tap, but then we've got left hand flam. So that's one invert. Off the left it's... So the hand that plays the grace note then plays the next tap, but then the next accent. They're not as bouncy as the flam tap. They're kind of more staccato or punchy. Still fun. Okay, then maybe my favorite is the next one, number 30, flam drags. So we've got the flam accent sticking, flam left, right, left, flam left, right, flam right, left, but there's a diddle. Again, they're kind of choppy. They take some dexterity, but also you got to relax in order to play it. So again, start slow. You won't be able to play, 160 beats per minute yet. Okay. And the last category, these are the drag rudiments. So that's the single drag, which we played last time. For a single drag tap, you have a low release, then the accent. A double drag tap sounds like the words, right? Lesson 25 doesn't have any word correlation. It's just the sticking. The drag can kind of be on that fourth 16th note. So as it's written, we can kind of make the spaces the same. Okay, you can also put the accent at the beginning of the beat, so it's... All right, single dragadiddle. So this has a paradiddle sticking for the skeleton. But you add a diddle to the downbeat. It's good. It alternates. Again, you don't have to worry about squeezing for that to come out on the accented diddle. Just make sure the space is right. Good. So now we've got drag paradiddle number 1. Same thing, you can make the drag, the little slashed smaller notes, fit in that 8th note space. So really what happens is you have a double paradiddle sticking with the little diddle on the 2nd note. Drag paradiddle number 2 just has that in basically 8 16th note format. So it's kind of like a triple paradiddle with the e's and uhs of the first beat with diddles. All right, and then the last 3 are kind of the same idea. This is a single Rudiment, so you've got a quick 16th note triplet with a release, but you have a drag before that. Double Rudiment has 2, and then that set of 16th note triplets. And then the triple Rudiment has 3 drags and then digga-digga. All right, so that's basically, I think, all of the rudiments. So we did 11 last time, and we did 29 this time. Again, if you take just small chunks of these, you know, every odd flam rudiment, you know, 21, 23, 25, 27, and 29. If you work on those in a practice session and then review them a little bit later that day, you'll make more progress faster. It might not be, you know, conducive to work on all 40 of them because you'll get jumbled, or you won't be able to, you know, delineate right hand accent from right hand flam or something like that. So just be patient, go slow, put the metronome on, you know, 60 beats per minute, and be steady and be, you know, centered with what you're doing. The fact that they're small chunks makes them readable, so just keep track. You know, make sure your right hand accent is big and your left hand tap is little. The diddles are open. All of that kind of thing. All right. Hope you enjoy. Keep drumming, and let me know if you have any questions. You can send a message to the Facebook group or an email or anything like that. All right, thanks.